Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
Roads are closing and people are filling the streets of downtown Fargo right now. We are half an hour away from the NDSU Homecoming Parade. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Stephanie has the night off. With 75 floats scheduled to take part, it's one of the many events Bison fans will be attending this weekend. Valley News Team's Macy Enger joins us live from the parade with more. Macy?
Yeah, Andrea, we're here in the middle of the festivities where a couple hundred people are getting ready to take part in the parade for NDSU's homecoming. I just spoke with Mayor Mahoney. He said there's about 15 actual floats as well as boats, tractors, and several different bands taking part, as you can see behind me. Now, if you plan to come out here last minute, parking is scarce, so you will be walking a few blocks, and several roads are also blocked off, so make sure you plan ahead for that. Now, this just kicks off a weekend full of Bison events. We were just at the Fargo Dome before this and talked to two gentlemen who were waiting to get in line for the tailgating line. That lot doesn't open until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, so they'll have a long night ahead of them. And to top this all off, Sports Center is here to help join the festivities, and tonight at 10 I'll be talking with several fans about the significance of that show being in Fargo. Andrea?
All right, thank you, Macy, for that live report. And coming up later in the show, Valley News Team's Christy Larson shows us an NDSU team that'll keep your spirits high this weekend. And if you're headed out to watch your favorite football team tonight, what should you expect? The man with the answer, Hutch Johnson. He's standing by with a look at the forecast. Hutch?
Thanks so much. We have temperatures right now that are improving over the 40s and 50s yesterday. We're in those 60s in the FM area. Look at the warmth out to the west. That's coming our way for the weekend. Here is your evening planner. Expect temperatures to stay fairly steady, low 60s for the next little bit, but clearing skies will allow us to cool off later tonight. Notice that south wind, pretty persistent, 10 to 20 miles per hour. So for Friday night football or for Friday night cross country, soccer, you name it, it looks like it's going to be pretty pleasant. How about game day? Take a look at this. If you're tailgating in the morning, this is what you need to know. As getting ready for the game, we're expecting temperatures to be in the 40s. That's for you real early tailgaters before sunrise. Highs tomorrow near records. I'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast coming up in just a few moments.
All right, thank you, Hutch. We have new information on the search for 3 missing boaters. According to the Lake of the Woods County Sheriff's Office, family members found a shoe along the Oak Island shoreline yesterday. The shoe belongs to Keith Ayers. He, along with Justin Huchtvedt and Cody Ostendorf, have been missing after a boat outing a week ago today. On Saturday, police found their capsized boat along the northeastern shore of Flag Island. Continue to stick with Valley News Live and valleynewslive.com for updates on this story. The former secretary-treasurer of the Holly United Methodist Church is under investigation for the theft of at least $50,000. Court documents say Alan Fenske wrote a letter admitting he stole the money after he was confronted by church board members. The letter says Fenske planned to return the money by making payments of $350 a month. An audit says the funds are missing from most of the church's 8 bank accounts. Fenske was also the treasurer for the Holly Boy Scouts. The church found several checks that were written to the Boy Scouts but not approved by church board members. Fenske has not yet been charged. West Fargo police have released surveillance pictures in hopes of finding 3 people involved in a burglary. It happened Sunday at the pharmacy inside the Family Fair at 13th Avenue and 9th Street in West Fargo. According to police, the suspects are 2 black males and 1 black female. They were seen leaving in a red vehicle, possibly a Dodge Magnum. If you have any information, you're asked to contact the West Fargo Police Department. The number is right there on your screen. Charges will likely be filed on Monday against a man who was arrested in connection with the death of a 3-year-old boy. That's according to the Becker County attorney, who says she's reviewing the case. 23-year-old Sterling Anderson of Duluth was arrested yesterday after autopsy results show that 3-year-old Stephen Warren died of homicidal violence. Meanwhile, a GoFundMe page has been established for funeral and other expenses related to the Becker County toddler. You can go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story for more information on the GoFundMe campaign. Dave Todd has been running the Fargo Police Department for about the last year, and it looks like he's going to continue to do so. The committee searching for a new chief is recommending Todd get the job permanently. He's been interim chief since November of last year. It took the 7-member committee only about a half hour to pick him for the job. Todd says as interim chief, he started some new programs and looked at others, but wasn't comfortable in moving forward because he wasn't chief.
I felt I went up to the line of perhaps what an interim chief should do, because to start creating plans that are 3 to 5 year plans are really the role of an appointed chief. So I was afraid that if I didn't get picked to be the appointed chief and I had put a strategic plan into place that the new chief didn't like, they would perhaps have to roll some of that back.
The City Commission is expected to formally approve Todd's appointment at its meeting Monday night. Federal investigators now know what caused a train to derail in southern West Virginia back in February, causing a massive explosion and oil spill. A broken rail that wasn't discovered on 2 separate inspections led to the fiery train derailment on February 16th in Mount Carbon. The CSX train was carrying 3 million gallons of crude oil bound for Virginia when 27 of the train's 109 cars ran off the track during a snowstorm. According to the Federal Railroad Administration, inspections in December 2014 and January 2015 showed evidence of the rail defect, but were missed by CSX Corporation and a contractor company. Both were fined $25,000 apiece for failing to verify a potential rail defect. As a result of the findings, the Federal Rail Administration said it will issue an advisory urging more detailed rail inspections and require advanced training for inspectors. What a celebration in Dilworth today. It was a celebration of kids and community, and not only reaching a goal, but blowing it away. It started, as we told you earlier this week, with Walk to School Day, which the school and the Dilworth Elementary PTA turned into a fundraiser. And that's what brought about this celebration. What better way to have fun than to be outside and dunking one of the school administrators? But why this big celebration? Well, the hope was to raise $3,000, maybe $4,000, but they raised over $20,000.
Shocked. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more proud of our students and of our community. It just proves to show how much people want to give to the students of Dilworth Elementary and to the students of DGF, and we're really thankful and grateful.
The money will be used for classroom technology, books, and some Phi-Ed equipment. Thousands of fans will be celebrating homecoming weekend for NDSU tonight and tomorrow. But it's not all about the football team. Valley News Team's Christy Larson tells us about the dedication of another team that's a big part of the Bison pride.
For me, it's a lot about school pride.
Being part of the cheer team is kind of like being part of a family. Not just the cheer team, but NDSU as a whole. Between the community, the fans at all the games, all the alumni, current students, professors, everything like that. It's just being part of a big family.
We are very tight-knit. We do have a family atmosphere, and it's not just family within the cheer team, but it's really family within all of athletics. We're all here for the same purpose, and that's to support NDSU athletics.
A family who even helps the team.
There's a lot of crowd involvement, so it makes our job really easy, which is a great thing about NDSU. We have a lot of just really dedicated fans.
There's nothing like the Fargo Dome atmosphere. You know, it's 20,000 people screaming and all there for one cause.
We have an amazing fan base at NDSU, best fans in the country, according to us. And so we're able to feed off of their energy. If it's a tight game or whatever, we all kind of just group together, fans, everybody on the field, the team feeds off that, the football team, basketball team, whatever. And so we're able to just create atmosphere together and excitement.
And all the practice, hard work, and dedication is worth it to these Bison athletes.
It's a big commitment, but it's a great commitment. It's a great thing to be a part of.
We wouldn't do it if we didn't love it. You know, I was a 3-sport athlete of not cheerleading and then coming in here, and from the first day I fell in love, and here we are today.
It's just a lot of fun. It's a good experience. We take a lot of pride in what we do, and it's great to have so much support through the school, through the fans, through each other. We just have a great program, and it's a lot of fun to experience it throughout a college career.
And of course, don't forget, Valley News Live is your Bison station. Tune in to KVLY for our Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. Alex Egan, Chris Berg, and DJ Coulter will be getting you ready for the big game and highlighting the Bison's stellar defense. And then stay with us on KVLY for the actual game, Northern Iowa versus North Dakota State, with kickoff at 1 p.m. Still ahead tonight, identity theft via your airline boarding pass. What thieves can gather when you toss that piece of paper.
After a taste of fall-like cool temperatures in the valley, some warmth out west is heading our way for the weekend. I'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast next.